Hi, my name is Don Struther, and I'm the principal at Highland Junior High. This is a recording of the orientation that was given to parents and students at the beginning of the 2020 and 2021 school year. This presentation is designed to give parents and students an idea of what learning will look like at Highland Junior High this year. Again, my name is Don Struther. I'm the principal at Highland Junior High. There is a packet of information that goes with this presentation. Please access this packet on the school website, or you can request it from myself or any teacher or advisor at Highland Junior High. It's really important to note that attendance and grades are required this school year. The state has mandated that all students attend school and that grades will be given to all classes. I will speak more about attendance and grades as we go through the presentation. The first thing we'll look at is a student schedule. You'll notice that the day for students is structured unlike last spring. This school year, we've provided a schedule for both students and parents to understand what we would like students to be doing throughout the school day. The first hour from 8 to 9 o'clock is independent work time. During independent work time, students can complete work from the previous day. They can review assignments or activities, or even videos of instruction. They can also look at what they will be doing during the current day. After that, from 9:05 to 9:35, students have independent reading time. Independent reading time will largely be time for students to have additional reading of topics of their choice. Students can read novels or books that interest them. If students or families need help getting more books for students to read, please contact your student's advisor. This independent reading time could also be used for classroom reading if there are additional needs for that. From 9:40 to 10:10, the next time period, all students will be enrolled in a physical activity period. This is essentially an independent study PE class. Mr. Pierce will give a menu or choice word of weekly activities for students to choose from. This menu will have a variety of activities for students of all abilities and interest levels. This will be a pass-fail class. The school will give students a document or a spreadsheet for them to track their daily activity. If students track their daily activity, they will be given a pass and for the quarter. From 10:15 to 10:45, you'll notice that there are two classes that occur on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then on Tuesday and Thursday. You'll notice also that this is highlighted time. There are 3 time periods that are highlighted. The highlighted time periods indicate when we, Highland Junior High, want students to join their teacher and classmates online. Students will join online through Microsoft Teams. You'll notice 10:15 to 10:45 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be advisory and social emotional time. Students will join their advisor and their advisee classmates. Most of the time during this period on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be spent on social emotional learning. On Tuesday and Thursday, all students will be enrolled in a success class. A success class could be band or additional ELA skills or math skills, leadership, art, technology. It's a variety of classes that students might be enrolled in. We have a number of these classes. Some of them last a year, some of them last for a quarter or even a semester. So on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:15 to 10:45, it's advisory time. Tuesday and Thursday, 10:15 to 10:45, it is their success class. And again, the students will be assigned to a Microsoft team for each of those 2 classes. They'll join from there. From 10:50 to 11:20, we have a lunch period. And then at 11:25, Highland Junior High begins its core learning time. Core learning time includes 4 classes: ELA, math, science, and history. On Monday and Thursday, students will have the same 2 core classes. They will have, in this schedule on this screen, you can see that this student was enrolled in ELA and math on Monday. And you'll notice that on Thursday, they have those same 2 core classes, ELA and math. On Tuesday and Thursday, on Tuesday and Friday, the student has science and history. You'll notice that we've also labeled the core classes. Monday is A and B. Tuesday is C and D. So Monday and Thursday, the A and B classes. Tuesday and Friday, the C and D classes. What about Wednesday? Wednesday has 20-minute classes, where the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday classes were 45 minutes long. So on Wednesday, we also have all 4 classes in a row, A, B, C, and D. After this core learning time, so you'll notice on the schedule, core learning time is from 11:25 to 1 o'clock each day, whether it's the 2 classes or the 4 classes on Wednesday. After core learning time from 1:05 to 2:45, there is more independent work time, and this is very important to note that teachers are available during this time in the afternoon. They'll be available via phone or email or chat or text. In addition to the hour after school in the afternoon that teachers are available, teachers are also available for at least 2 hours in the evening time throughout the week. So at least 2 hours teachers will be available. Teachers will create their schedule and they will share it with students and parents. As I noted on the previous slide, synchronous learning takes place during our core learning time from 11:25 to 1 o'clock, and also during our advisory time. Synchronous learning time is when students join their teacher and classmates online via Microsoft Teams or possibly Zoom. It's when we join together virtually. We are synced together at the same time. Asynchronous learning is when the lesson or instruction may be recorded. So each of those times on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, when students have core classes, instruction will be given to them. Then there will be practice that will be assigned according to that instruction, and then some sort of an assessment. It'll be much like a regular class period, as if we were all together in the building. That instruction, and possibly the whole class, will be recorded. It will be available to students at any time. It's very important that we note this because we understand that there are a lot of things going on in different households every day. Students may not be able to make it to those synchronous learning times. If students are not able to make it to the synchronous time, they will be expected to watch the asynchronous learning or the recorded instruction when they are able to. This could mean that a student watches the instruction at 8 o'clock at night and they complete their activities then. No matter when it happens, we expect that students will participate in that learning at their own time. I've talked about Microsoft Teams. Teams is an app that's available from Microsoft. We consider Teams to be just like our classroom. So in the classroom, all course information will be available. The learning will be accessed from there. Students can communicate with their teachers via a chat messaging feature. Assignments will be provided in the Teams. So access to assignments, to assessments will be through Microsoft Teams. Also, Teams has a way for us to monitor attendance. Teams is very important, and each student will be assigned to a variety of teams. Each core class will have a team. Their advisory will have a team. Their success class will probably have a team. Here's an example of what a team looks like. So parents, we want you to check your students' teams as well. This is a way for you to check and see how they're doing, to see what they've completed or possibly what they haven't. Gives you an opportunity to talk about the learning that they have each day as well. The next important feature that we want parents and students to know about is called Padlet. If Teams is like the classroom, Padlet is like the whiteboard or chalkboard in that classroom. On the Padlet, students will be able to see the lessons, the activities, the curriculum, the standards, and learning targets, the due dates for assignment, all information that students need on a weekly basis. So, much like a chalkboard or a whiteboard in a classroom would list the activities for the days of the week, so does Padlet. Padlet will be given to students in their teams on a weekly basis. Padlet has one link that's created by teachers that has this weekly schedule. Here's an example of what it looks like. There are learning targets and standards on the left of the screen. The next column has Monday's work for the week. There might be activities, there might be assignments, there might be links to instruction or to other videos. Each day of the week that students have the class will be set up in this Padlet link. This is a very organized way for students to remember what they have to do for each class. Each of their core teachers will give students a Padlet link at the beginning of the week that will have the week's activities. This is great for students, but it's also great for parents to be able to check what their son or daughter is supposed to be doing and then have conversations about that learning. If students or families don't have internet or they have poor internet, I want you to know that you should be able to access Wi-Fi at any of the school buildings in the Highlands School District. This could be done from the parking lot or up closer to the building. Teams has an app that can be downloaded. When that app syncs to Wi-Fi or links up to Wi-Fi, it's connected to the internet, that Teams app updates and should have all necessary activities and documents for students to use during that school week. If items need to be downloaded, please download them, and then students need to save anything to OneDrive. Please do not save to your laptop. I've talked about attendance and how the state has mandated that students attend school this year. The state has given guidance as to what attendance looks like. Attendance we equate this year to participation. While in a normal setting, students would be seated in the classroom, this year, attendance and participation in the classroom can look like a few different ways. You'll notice the first bullet under attendance for the school day can be achieved in the following ways. The student attends an educational platform and participates in learning. That means the student goes to the team or goes to Padlet and accesses the learning for the day. Students could participate in different assignments, whether that's in Teams or Padlet or ELA curriculum, math curriculum, social studies curriculum, etc. Parents can call up to 10 times to state that their son or daughter has completed the work. Additionally, alternate learning assignments might be given by the teacher. Once a student completes the day's work, they should be marked present for attendance. Please communicate with your teacher if your attendance has not been marked for the day. It will be important for students and parents to monitor not only grades, as we normally do, but attendance as well. It's also important to note, as I stated, that attendance is the same as participation this year. I want to explain a scenario. If a student can't access the work on Monday, the instruction and the assignment for the day, but the student then on Wednesday finally gets to that instruction or that assignment. Once that's completed and it's submitted to the teacher, through Teams most likely, the teacher can go back and edit that student's attendance for Monday. So the activities for Monday equate to attendance for Monday. It would be best that students complete their activities on a daily basis. However, if that is not possible for whatever reason, once the student completes a day's activity, whether it's Monday or Wednesday, and whatever day it's completed on, that student would be marked present for that day. You'll note how important it is for us to communicate with each other. Please be sure to communicate with your teachers and advisors. Grades are required this year as well. Highland Junior High has worked hard to identify standards that students need to know and be able to do to be successful at the next grade level or class. Because of this importance of these standards, we are creating assessments that align to those standards, and all instruction should revolve around these standards. 80% of the grade of a student's grade will come from assessments, and then 20% is the practice and the assignments. Please note that an IN at the bottom of the screen, an IN that is in Skyward, means that the activity or assessment is incomplete. Incomplete means the student has not submitted it to the teacher yet. It's very important that students complete all activities and assessments. This gives us the best idea of student understanding for that standard and in the class. We want all parents to download the PBIS Rewards app. We've used PBIS Rewards for at least 3 years now. This is how we recognize student behavior and meeting expectations. We've adopted our PBIS Rewards expectations this year for distance learning. Students can earn points and use those points to enter their name into a drawing, and drawings will happen every 2 weeks. Parents, the PBIS Rewards Parent app is also a way that you can communicate with your teachers. There is a text messaging application within that app that allows teachers and parents to communicate, just like we were text messaging. This is a new and exciting way that we have as an option to communicate. All parents should have received an email that explains how to download the app. If you do not have that email or you need help downloading this app, please contact your student's advisor. In the packet of information, we have provided you with all contact information for all of our staff. You'll notice the example here that has the title or job duty, followed by the name. The third column is the staff member's email, and then the last column is the office or classroom phone number to best reach that staff member at. We've also tried to provide students with an idea of what their username and passwords look like, so their login information. You'll notice on the screen, the laptop and computer username and password is first. Please pay attention to how the username and passwords are set up for the different login and password information activities that we've given you. This screen shows the Office 365 username and password. Each student has an email that they've received. It'll have first name, so Jorge, for example, and then A is the last name initial. 26, would be a 7th grader. 2026 is the graduation year for Jorge as a 7th grader. That code is followed by @highland.wetnet.edu. Many passwords for students are their lunch number or their ID number, which is a 7-digit number that should be located on student schedules and in Skyward. If you have any questions about any of these, please contact myself or your student's advisor or teacher. All students and parents have a final forms to sign and complete. All students and parents need to complete these documents. Please, in the packet and on this screen, there's information about how to log in and complete these. If you have any questions, please call the junior high office at 678-8801. There's a supply list on this screen, as well as in the packet, and it's also on the Highland Junior High website. Please pay attention to the Highland Junior High website as I try to update that as often as possible. This presentation has been an orientation for parents and students. Starting on September 2nd at 10:15, we want all students to join their advisor and advisory classmates at 10:15 via that advisory Microsoft team. Those teams will be available to students before September 2nd. So on Wednesday, September 2nd, Thursday, September 3rd, and Friday, September 4th, we want all students to join their advisor and advisory classmates for some introduction and orientation activities. The apps on this screen are apps that we would like parents and students to consider downloading to best make our experience great this year. Again, parents and students, if you have any questions, please contact myself or your student's advisor or teacher. Thank you. Go Scots.